Talk365TV's Talking Wellness is brought to you by Certified Hypnotherapy Training School with wellness team expert Dennis Parker.
Welcome to Talking Wellness. I'm Holly Love, and today we are with Mr. Dennis Parker from the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School. Once again, only we drug him in studio. How are you?
Good. I'm glad to be here.
Good. Well, here's the deal. We have been running all of our segments that we have worked so hard on that explain what certified hypnotherapy is, what it can do for people, the benefits, why you would want to sign up and take the school even if you were just interested in having therapy. And people still have questions. And so I wanted to bring you in before classes start to really dive in and talk about the ins and outs of taking class.
Okay, what's different in our basic curriculum and philosophy is that the normal general behavioral model is that you think it, then you feel it, and then you do it. Our model's different. What that involves is that you think it, you get a chance to analyze it and logically think about it. You're there in the conscious mind, we have agency and choice, and we can take accountability and responsibility. When we finally decide that something is right, true, and correct for us in the way of a belief or let an image in or any other thing, then we get to decide, am I going to allow that subconscious access or am I going to reject it, or we like to just say bounce it out, okay? So there's the decision-making process at that point where a person actually can be taught to decide before they allow it into subconscious access.
And that's from your 30 years of training. You've learned that bounce out technique, and that is just yours.
Yeah. What happens at that point is that what the image or the belief hits at that point as it goes into the subconscious is the imagination. And what my big claim to fame is that we figured out how the imagination works. And what we've learned over all these years is that as a person applies their imagination to an image or a belief, if you turn your imagination up, now you're simultaneously turning the emotions up. If you turn your imagination down, you're simultaneously turning the emotions down.
Let's talk anxiety and different things like that too, because obviously, for me, that's been huge, learning the positive mind management techniques.
Well, part of that process again is that if we have a positive expectation of the outcome, then we'll generate emotions and feelings of enthusiasm or excitement. And if you turn that up in your imagination, now you're simultaneously turning up those feel-good feelings. But if we end up having a negative expectation of the outcome in advance, that does just the opposite. So that puts us into anxiety or fear or worry. People give it different labels, but it's the same feeling.
But the key thing to understand here is that this is a technique only taught and learned through Dennis Parker at the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School, and you can apply it to many different clients that you might have come through your door or in your own life issues that you may suffer with.
What's effective about it now is that we've also learned how to teach children these techniques, and so they can utilize their imagination correctly.
Wow.
So they can also turn down negative emotions and turn positive ones back up. I didn't used to do well with children because to do our normal clinical techniques required a person to have a fairly well-developed critical factor filter. In other words, they had to be able to do analytical, logical thinking and process. But with the mind management and what we've learned to do now, it's a matter of teaching them how to adjust their imagination and simultaneously adjust their emotions. We've been very effective with children down to the age of 5 now. It helps them in every way, focus in school, test-taking, relaxation, memory recall. There's all kinds of things that can be learned through this process.
Beyond that, there are other things that are very unique to your school. And we were talking earlier about how most training schools out there, they charge you per hour that you're learning. And you don't do that. You do a couple things very unique that no other school out there will do.
Well, we want to make it about competency. So when people come through the school, we're not charging them for every hour of training that they get, kind of thing. They basically pay us once, and if they do the full course, the full certified clinical training, and they're serious about it, then we give them the opportunity to re-audit free to start with. So if they take the whole course this fall, and then they want to re-audit part of it or all of it next spring, they can do that again free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we want to make it about competency, and we tell them, look, we're going to train you and train you and train you until you know you're competent, we know you're competent, we want you to represent yourself well, we want you to represent hypnotherapy well, and frankly, I want them to represent the school well.
Absolutely.
So, and we want the public to get the benefits that we claim are available through hypnotherapy.
And you even offer things beyond the auditing where people can come and see you for coaching as well throughout their career. You have students coming back to you.
Yeah, the first half hour of every live training class is a question and answer period. So if the students have been reading their textbooks, or they've watched videos out of the video library, or they've done practice sessions and they have questions, or even students who graduated years ago, everybody knows they can come in to our meetings the first 30 minutes and ask me ongoing therapy questions. I'm working with this client, had this come up, what do you recommend? That kind of thing. So I give them ongoing coaching at those times.
That's awesome.
As part of their program forever kind of thing.
Forever for free, which is a pretty awesome guarantee. Let's talk certifications and legitimacy of the school, because it's recognized nationally and by insurance companies, which is a really big deal.
We certify through the American Council of Hypnotist Examiners. They're one of the oldest and largest certifying organizations in the country. Hypnotherapy is a certifying profession, not a licensed profession. We're considered to be non-medical, so we don't diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure. What we're doing is we help people resolve thinking errors at both the conscious and the subconscious level, and actually improve their lives as they figure out their problems. So the certifications, though, are good in all 50 states and 20 other countries. When you say it's recognized by insurance companies like health insurance don't normally recognize this in the state of Utah, but they do in 13 other states. Our students, with their certifications, can get regular professional malpractice insurance just like any other professional, like a doctor or psychologist, whatever. So our certificates are recognized by insurance companies as being the real deal, the real training, and people can get professional insurance, liability insurance with it.
Well, let's talk customizable attendance plans. If you are interested in doing this and you think, I don't know that I will be able to be there in person sitting there, you don't have to, because you can do all of this online, and you can make up classes and you can work this all out to customize to fit you no matter where you are.
Yeah, every class is broadcast online, and they do from all over. We had one person show up from Ireland a couple of classes ago.
Hey!
Yeah, as long as you have good internet service, you can get the classes and the training. So first of all, people enjoy that because it's fully interactive. They can talk to people in the classroom, they can talk to me, and it's very effective. So that's not an issue. The certificate is a 300-hour certificate, but 200 hours can be done in individual study, meaning you read your textbooks. You can again watch videos on the video library. You can do some practice sessions and so on, all of those kinds of things. And then you need to participate in 100 hours live classroom trainings. But we call it adult learning because let's say you have to miss one night, you have a family function or something like that. We record every class as well. So anybody who misses a class, we send out that night's recordings within a couple of days. So everybody gets caught back up and nobody misses anything.
Let's talk payment.
We offer a 10% prepayment discount. So if you come in and you're committed to it, you want to do the full clinical program, you can pay the discounted rate up front, receive a 10% discount. If you want payments, our standard program is that you put a certain amount down and then we divide the balance by 12 or by 18 months and then people make that as their payment. But that's negotiable. I don't want to make it about money per se. I want to make it about people being successful, achieving their dreams, accomplishing their goals. And so if they call me, we'll make something work if they're serious about it.
So the entire course is around $6,500.
Right.
That's without any of the discounts, paying for it. And you figured out the math and how many working hours that comes down to, and it's about 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, if you come out of the school and let's say you come out charging about $70 an hour, basically 100 hours of doing hypnotherapy at $70 an hour, you made $7,000, which is more than the price of the entire school. So if you think about 100 hours, a 40-hour week, you work 2.5 weeks and you've paid for your entire training, and then you have that income potential for the rest of your life. we think it's like the best ROI on education there is.
I think that is the best ROI I've ever heard. That's amazing. So pretty much with the payment plan, like you said, there's a discount if you're able to pay it all at one time. And if you mention that you saw this today on Talk365 or any of the videos that are on the website with us, you will get a free $200 textbook package.
That's right. And that's about a $200 value, and that's in addition to the other discounts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And log on, because all of our videos are there, and as I said at the beginning, we cover extensively what certified hypnotherapy is, what it can do for you, how it can help your current career, how you can have a new career, and what kind of people can benefit from it. Are you a teacher? Are you a nurse? Are you a coach? Are you a professional athlete? Are you a sales exec, a business exec? Anything out there that you're doing, this can enhance it and make you faster, better, stronger at it, and there's no reason why you shouldn't sign up. Better your life, do it now. It's completely changed my life. I'm so grateful for you. We're so lucky to have you in the state of Utah, and we love you here at Talk365.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
As always, and don't go anywhere because we'll be right back right after this. Enroll now, classes start soon.